Welcome back to the channel. My name is Stephen Ho, your favorite ER technician, and today we will be reading the dumb things that your husbands have done while in the hospital. Real stories from real healthcare workers and people who are at my comedy shows. My husband got an x-ray for a frozen shoulder, which he had for 8 months because he thought it would get better on its own. Ladies and gentlemen, if anything is frozen for more than a week and you can't move it, it's time to see a doctor. 8 months is too long. When the x-ray came back, it showed a healed break in his collarbone, which he was confused about. That is not good. This patient's collarbone broke and it healed in a way that was not placed back correctly. If you come to the ER with a broken bone, the first thing we do is mold your bones back in place so that it heals properly so you don't look like you're walking around like this for the rest of your life. Anyways, x-ray came back, showed a healed break in his collarbone, which he was confused about, and he said, "Oh, I didn't know it was broken. Must have happened when I fell off the roof that one time, or maybe when I had the tree fall on me. One of them." The doctor stared at him with her mouth open in disbelief and then turned to me, to which I said, "I know, this is normal for him. He's kind of a dumbass about his health. Just get on with it, please." Yes, just get on with it. This is normal. Broken collarbones happen all the time. No, they don't. See a doctor. Still in nursing school, but I was on a med-surg floor helping a woman with a straight cath when her husband pointed at the clitoris and asked, "What is that?" This poor woman has not seen an orgasm in years. A straight cath is something we do at the hospital to extract urine from you. We put a tube into your urethra that goes in your bladder and we pull urine out for many reasons. If we need to test the urine for labs, check for, UTI, drug test, or if you can't pee and it's building up pressure and it's painful, we'll stick a straight cath into your urethra, pull some urine out, alleviate the pain. Regardless of all this, we should all know what a clitoris is. We may not know where it is, but we all should know what it is.
Don't leave the doctor.
Taylor.
What are these for? The elbows?
Those are for my feet.
Like you'll be sitting there?
Yes.
Hey.
What are your thoughts?
Kind of awkward.
Touch it. Don't touch it. Go sit down.
Wait, so is that?
Yeah, that's too.
No, we gotta go.
Is someone's husband feeling a little inadequate by the size of that wand? The look of realization when he knew that the stirrups was for his wife's legs and not the doctor's arms, fear struck this man in his soul. At least he's here at the office with the wife and he's trying to learn. It's his first time. First child? I don't know, but this happens a lot. I don't think I've ever received more deadpan looks from the nurses when I told them I accidentally threw a knife into my leg because I wanted to feel like a ninja. I did not feel like a ninja for long. My wife was not pleased. I can guarantee you that any patient who purposely throws a knife into their own leg is 100% a male.
Maybe that's why we live longer.
No girl that I know of ever pretends to be like a ninja. I feel like that's strictly a guy thing. Comment below, let me know if I'm wrong. I'm an occupational therapist. I took my husband to the hospital for abdominal pain and I was looking at his vitals when he decided it would be a great idea to hold his breath to drop his respiratory rate and make the ER nurse run in. You bitch. If you don't know, when you're at the hospital and you're in your room and you're hooked up to the monitor that shows your respiratory rate, heart rate, blood pressure, and all the vitals, we also have a monitor at the nurse's station that shows every patient's vital signs on a central monitor. So we see and hear everything. If anything drops or if anything is wrong with you in your room, that monitor will pick it up and it will alarm us with our main monitor out at the nurse's station. This lovely patient decided to hold his breath to drop his respiratory rate and causing the nurses at the nurse's station to get scared. When the nurse came in worried, I had to tell him that he was just holding his breath and not coding. Nurse looked at him, paused and said, "You jerk." Yes, we have enough to worry about. Please do not hold your breath while hooked up to the monitor because we will call code blue team. Don't waste resources. Don't be a dumbass husband.
Storytime ER edition. This one time I was doing a sedation. It was this young guy. He was there with his wife. He needed to get sedated because he had a wicked broken bone and needed to get fixed and we wanted to be sleeping for it. So we're very nice. We put him out to sleep. We put him under sedation and he starts talking about how in love he is with this woman. We think, okay, great. Oh, that's so sweet. He's talking about his wife. And then he says his wife's sister's name. We didn't know that, but wife did. She gets up tells us all that it's her sister, she runs up out of the room. So honestly, how do you recover from that? Do you recover from that? I don't know that you do. Let me know what you think.
You don't recover from that. You are not allowed to say your wife's sister's name when you are talking about how much you love somebody, especially if your wife's in the room. Husbands, if you are in love with your wife's sister and you are put under sedation, make sure your wife's not in the room, or this will happen. I'm a new grad PA, physician's assistant, working in family medicine. I had a husband and wife establish care with me. They were in separate rooms. I went to see the husband first. When I finished with him, he said, "We are really here for my wife. Please help her. I think she's growing testicles." Excuse me, you think your wife is growing testicles? Did she already have the testicles? I went to see the wife. She was standing up in the exam room in the patient gown, no underwear on, and she said, "Yeah, I think I have testicles coming out of me. What is happening?" She stood in front of me and raised her gown, which revealed her grade 4 vaginal prolapse. And she said, "See?" If you don't know what a vaginal prolapse is, it is when the inside of your vagina comes out. I guess it looks like a ball sack. I've never seen a prolapsed vagina. If you have, submit the picture, let's see it. But I guess both the husband and the wife thought that the wife was growing testicles, like animorphs. That's all bad. Women don't just magically grow testicles, ever. I can't even blame the husband too much for this. My husband was working on a job site and a guy on the second level lost control of a huge piece of lumber. It fell vertical so that the end portion struck my husband between his shoulder blade and spine. Ooh. It turned purple and black, but the rest of his back turned yellow and purple. Clear indication that something is probably broken. He went bowling that night. Unfreaking believable. He said it was because they were second in the league and he didn't want to let the guys down. He went to the ER the next day. Oh my dear. How do you bowl with a broken back? Wife must have been so worried. If this is your story and you're watching this, comment below and let me know. Did you win? Was it worth it? How's your back? I'm genuinely worried. He's testing out for his kids, okay? He's being a good dad. He's getting injured so his kids won't. My patient came in for confusion and altered mental status. After several tests coming back negative and neuro requesting a psych consult, the husband ended up signing her out AMA. He says we're ghost hunters, and last time this happened, I performed an exorcism and she got better. Well, that is a new way to treat psych. I was unaware of this technique. Husband ended up signing her out AMA. AMA is short for Against Medical Advice. The healthcare team wanted to keep her at the hospital and have her talk to someone from the psych team, either a social worker or a psychiatrist. Husband decides that, you know what, we don't need her help, so I'm going to go against medical advice, sign a legal document, and get her the hell out of here, which you are allowed to do. You can sign AMA at any time unless the doctor believes that you are a danger to yourself or anyone else, and they can override that. Just a reminder, these are actual real stories from people and healthcare workers who come to my comedy shows. For example, we're at your show tonight and my husband has surgery tomorrow morning for a kidney stone. Please make sure you are safe before coming to my comedy shows. Sir, if you are watching and you had your kidney stone surgery, I hope you have recovered. Thank you for watching. I am currently on tour right now. Ticket links and dates are in my bio. I hope to see you guys there soon. Kidney stone free.